everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube or my Facebook group. I really do appreciate it. And welcome to my Now What series. Sometimes I have issues and trying to think of different things that I can show you, different things I could use. And then I started thinking I could show you different bundles and that sort of stuff. So I think I'll be doing that going forward. There's so much new stuff coming, but it's kind of neat that you can see some stuff that have been in the online exclusives or in the catalog. So anyways, I hope that this will be informative for you and show you different ways that you can use some different stuff. So today we're going to be playing, or I'm going to show you the Petal Pink Braided Trim. So let's go down to my desktop here and let's take a look. This trim, take a look at it. It's 3/8. Is it 3/8? Let me see. It's 5/16 of an inch, this here, and it's a braided trim. Now it's quite thick. But there's lots of different things that you can do with this. So you have this. You could use this like it already is. So let me show you a card that I've done that, and I've used it just as it is. Of course, I have all these cards sitting here, and then I'm going, oh, there's, but not one of these have that on there. But I did want to show it to you. Here it is here. So there's this one here, and see, I just put this around. It is a little bulky, but it does give that really nice kind of an earthy sort of type look. So you could use it that way, or you can turn around and you can basically pull this apart and keep them in the, kind of keep them so that they're in these groups. And I think that's what I kind of want to do for today. You can get them so that they're individual, and I will show you a bunch of cards actually. So I'm going to do my stylus. Hello, Pam. I don't see Judy on here, so maybe she's on the Facebook side, so I'm sure that'll show up. Yeah, it's pretty hot here as well. I think we got up to almost 40 degrees. Here in Kamloops, we're a desert area, so 40 degrees is not quite as bad as what your 40 degrees would be, Pam, because we don't have that humidity. Anyways, let's go here. Oh my goodness, you guys got to see the new catalog and the new online exclusives. Ooh, am I excited. And Pam, I can almost tell you it is confirmed that Modern Christmas will be for that stamp camp that we're doing in October. So the pre-registration will be going out shortly. So see, you can keep them together like that. You can separate them. So you can get them like this, where you can separate them. But let me show you how I'm going to use this one and how versatile this ribbon really, really is. It's more expensive. It does come in 10 yards, but it's a little bit more expensive because there's a lot more to it, actually. Okay. Oh, hello, Judy. Now I see you. Good stuff. Okay. So I decided that what I wanted to do was use that beautiful Charming Day and this designer series paper that goes with the Charming Day. This paper is amazing. And this actually goes in with the suite. This type ribbon. So we are going to use probably my favorite designer series paper out of this whole works, and that is this particular one, this one here, and I'll show that to you. And just to let you know, this is also the same suite that we're using for the Your Creativity Awaits for this coming month, at the end of this month, so you still have time to register for it. But this is such a beautiful suite. It has the dies that go with it. Look at these. Are they not just gorgeous? And then they have also, I think these go with it. I sure hope these go with it. Oh, hello, Lorraine from the beach. Wow. Well, you're in a good spot, let me tell you, Lorraine, being there. So it is confirmed it is Modern Christmas, just to let you know too as well, Lorraine. Hello, Claire. All right, so we have this, we have that. Now I thought that I would do this with, it's not a fun fold card, it's just a different cut card. So I'll show you that. I have this piece of paper, it's 5.5 by 7.25. Got all of my pieces here. And I scored it at 4.25. So I'm just gonna go in, and it just gives a bit of a different look to this. To show this off, I just wanted to show you this. So yes, we're using this particular designer series paper and the suite for Your Creativity Awaits. I have that piece, and we'll go in and get that. So what I did was I cut this designer series paper. I cut it 1 5/8 by 5.25. I also cut a piece that's 1 by 5.25. And I cut another one that's 1 by 5.25, so I'll show you how that goes. And then we have a piece of basic white that is 2 7/8 by 5.25, and I'll show you how that all goes together. So let's get this so that we can stamp this. So I'm going to take this particular image, and oh my goodness, you can tell how much I've used it. Probably haven't cleaned it as well as it should be cleaned. But you can always tell my well-loved stamps. So I'm just putting it on the block, and of course I'm going to stamp. Ah, yes, it reminds you, the purple flower reminds you of Gallery Blooms. This is just so pretty. Like there's petunia, there's berry burst in here. There's lots of different beautiful colors in here. All right, so I'm going to come in here, and I happen to have a scrap of paper. I just got off a Zoom, and it went like 15 minutes later, so I'm a little stressed out. Anyways, let's just do this. And just put this here. I think this is one of my favorite flowers out of it. Now, I know people are asking me what I've got here. This is my Memento ink. What I did was I purchased the craft white ink and the re-inker because you can get it empty. And I'm going to come out with some more techniques and use the techniques with the re-inker. But this, I went and filled with a Memento re-inker. So just to let you know, and you can see how well it stamps there. All right, so we've got that. Okay, so I'm just getting some more stuff ahead of class. A couple classes here. So we are going to cut that out. So like that, cut out. And you know I always like to stamp and then cut out my die and then do the coloring. And the reason I do that is because of all that work after doing all of that coloring. You definitely want it so that you can, you're not going to have to do all that coloring and then have to recut it if it goes and it shifts, right? So I'm going to come in with, oh, this was Calypso Coral. I think, yeah, I don't know. There's more of a Cajun craze look in there. So I think I'll come in, and I think there's Cajun craze in here. That's Timotagger. We'll use a light Cajun craze. So I'm going to use the petal pink, the light and the dark, and we'll just color that flower. I'm just gonna, and here. I don't know why I'm so drawn to this color palette, but I think it's the designer series paper, right? And then I'm gonna come with the darker petal pink. Whoops, maybe we're gonna have to use another one. Let's see. Looks like I need some petal pink, that's for sure. Just bear with me here. There we go. So this is, oh no, those are Well, we'll have to give this a try. So we'll come in. There we go. Actually, this is 700. And I think this will work because it goes quite well with this paper. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. So this is 700 of the neutral tones. And then let's come in with the light Cajun Craze, and we'll just put a little bit darker on the center here. Here we go. Oh, I do like that, 700. I must remember that. Okay, and then I'm going to come back with my light again and just sort of blend that together. We want to take those lines away. So I'm just going in circles and a light hand. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to come in a little bit more with some of that 700. And let's go just a bit darker on here. Yeah, really liking that. Very nice. All right, then what I want to do is I am going to come in with my light Mossy Meadow. And the reason I'm using that is I'm going in with this color here as well. So let's just go in and get this colored. Oh my goodness, Lorraine, Sydney's around. I'm using Pretty Peacock. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. Well, the Pretty Peacock is in there. That's what's inspiring me to use the Pretty Peacock. So I'm not completely coloring it yet. And then I'm going to come in with the light Pretty Peacock. And we're going to color in on the leaves. So let's see. Just want to put a little bit down here. Down here. And then we'll come back with the light, light Mossy Meadow. And I just love how that Pretty Peacock actually goes with this Mossy Meadow. So I'm just going to color in just a little bit more. And I think I'll have to put some Pretty Peacock on here as well. A little bit more. So yeah, excited about using this for Your Creativity Awaits. I'm excited about there's only one person that didn't vote for the Modern Christmas. Now, if you're not a demonstrator, you may not know what it looks like, but oh my goodness, it's a beautiful black, white, and gold Christmas type thing. And this is our stamp camp, our international stamp camp, and it goes, you get 13 make and takes, and then you have the option for 13 alternative projects. Pam, what do you think of it? I know Lorraine has been in every one of them, so yeah, it's just okay. So I know that's a little bit dark. It looks dark. I could come in, but I don't. You know what? I might just come in with the lifter. I had to order another lifter. It should be okay. I don't know if you knew this, but let me show you this. This is the soft sea foam. Now it's a little bit lighter, but because it's a little bit lighter, it actually also acts as a lifter. If you're using the same tone, see how that's going to lift a tiny bit of that. So there you go. There's something else for you. But it does, it lifts some of that color. There we go. All right, so let's put this card together and work also on this using this braided trim. All right, so we have this piece here. That's the 1, and I'm just looking at my cheat sheet here. 1 5/8, and it's going to go right on this top part here, and then this part here is going to go down here. But what I want to do is I want to come in with this one piece, and I am going to use my embossing buddy. And don't you just love this happy birthday on there? I do. And I'm just going to come in and let's just put that sentiment on there. Hopefully I can get it on there straight. Yeah, let's just hope. And all right, so we're gonna see how straight I can get that. Oh boy, keep my fingers crossed. Ooh, it's a little crooked. So let me see. I have another piece cut. That's pretty crooked. Let me just see how this would go. I'm just gonna put it onto another piece. There, that's better. So this is the piece, I can turn it upside down. So let's just put this right here. Yes, I'm right, Pam, I'm right with you. I'm so glad. Like I say, there's only one person that chose something else. So, it's a done deal. It was a done deal when I voted, so. Yes, you did say stamp camp. You did the other one too, that I am actually doing another stamp camp with another person. And it's going to be a virtual, it's actually going to be kind of like a Super Saturday sort of type thing. So I'm kind of excited about this other one. Anyways, so we have this. Just getting the details for that right now. Okay, so we can go ahead and let's just heat emboss that. Remember, I'm supposed to be using this trim, right? And now I'm covering up what I want. So I'll just do this. Hello, Mishwari. I'm telling everybody that the stamp camp, I'm thinking that we've got modern Christmas. So Mishwari's one of the other, the beautiful designer from the stamp camp. All right, so just like that. And then don't forget, you guys, I am going to show different ones done with this braided trim. So that's going to go there. This is going to go here. And then this is going to go somewhere else. So this braided trim, now remember I showed you that one. I want to come in with this braided trim, and I don't want it to be, I'm just going to come in and treat it like a ribbon on this particular one. So I'm going to come in with my tear and tape. So we'll just go here and here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. It's so funny. I had 2 classes today, a class yesterday, and when I do that, I have all my other stuff down at the other table, right? And then I have to come and sort this all out afterwards. So, okay, let's just get this. Whoops. All right. Okay, so this is going to go there. I'm going to put this here, and we're going to tie a bow and use a bow with this. Remember, I only separated this into the, this one was done with the, into the groups up that. And you know what? I can't do it that far down. So I want this to look more like a piece of ribbon and kind of some really wonky ribbon. So it's just going to come like this. Now remember, I always reinforce this stuff. And we'll do this one as well. Now that is going to be a little bit, we're okay. We're still good. Because I can glue this down and it's going to be good. Now remember, I'm going to come and I want to treat this like ribbon. So let's go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to use this tear and tape also on here, on this particular piece. And we'll put glue on the other side. I just want that to be really, really down there. All right, so this is going to go here. This part is just the back side of that. So I'm coming down here and putting this right here. Ooh, and I see that I should have trimmed that part off. There we go. There. This is going to go right here. Remember, this card's going like this. Oh, I love this paper. Like I say, this I think is my favorite out of all of them. And then this piece here is just going to go down here. Now I'm not done with this, with that braided trim. Now remember, this was the back side when I stamped that happy birthday, not even. Let's put this way. So that's just gonna go there. And then we have this piece that is here. And, oh, that's really tight. I'm going to actually, well, if it's there, you know what, I'll put it right up close and then you won't see that. Okay, now I'm also thinking that I should put a flower there, so I'll quickly put one of those flowers right there. Again, here we go. I do not have a block down here. And let's use that Memento ink again. Oh, where did I put it? Also, don't let me forget to put, you know what, I'm going to have to take a regular Memento ink because I can't find that. There. All right. You'll see it's a totally different black. It just, the other black is just so, see how light that is compared to that black? That other Memento, oh, I know, it's right over here. It's all right. We're doing good still. All right, so like I say, light petal pink again. Number 700. Do like this color in there. Kind of is like a muted Cajun craze. And I don't think we're gonna do the Cajun craze really in there. And you know what? I think we could put a tiny bit in there. So let's just dot that. Like so. I should be splattering, right? There it is. these, I am going to use the light mossy meadow. And the light pretty peacock. And then we're going to go back in with the mossy meadow. Just get that. Just like that. And then we're just going to lighten that up. With the soft seafoam. And this is used as a lifter. So you can always take your lighter color as a lifter and lift that up. Yeah, it's a real classic. I think you guys are real troopers for the ones that don't celebrate Christmas. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Yeah, I've got all my classes all done, or not done, but figured out for the whole. Well, not for the whole year, because there's going to be, just going to pull that over just a bit, until December, and then the online exclusives can then kick in. So there, just let me see it. You can't see that there. All right, now I have this one here. We're going to put this on with dimensionals. We're going to put that on. Okay, let's put those on with dimensionals. See, everything is down at the other end of the table. Even the dimensionals. And just today I was bringing stuff down the other way. Now, this is a tip I learned at the virtual camp. Is not, you don't have to use this many dimensionals, but you could leave this dimensional, this one in the center. It's just stopping it from drooping or dipping, right? And it would hold it up, but you don't have to take all those dimensionals off. So do I want it like this? I think I'm gonna put it like this. And then again, like I say, remember I divided it into those ones there. And I'm just gonna come in here and we're gonna tie a bow. Probably could have actually have it. Let me take this off. And I'm going to tie that into a bow. And then it's going to kind of peek out behind there. Oh, it's pretty short. But we're okay with it being uneven like that. You know what, that is not, I don't have that really there. So it's just going to, you know what, we're going to do a faux bow. We just changed our mind, right? We'll do a faux bow. So it'll just loop up. And let's just bring that like that. So you can see it's just sort of behind it. I could bring this down a bit too. No, let's bring this up. And this one can come down. So that's not sticking very well. I'll put some more dimensionals on there. Right. Okay, so it's just like that. I wish we had our pretty peacock, but we do have the low profile dots. If I can find them here. There they are. There's these ones here. Or you could go in with the petal pink. These are there, but I think these actually, these are more like Secret C, but I think I can get them so that they work in there. No. Let's see. I'm going to do a bit of a trim. All right, so let's come in and see, we can kind of get away with the Secret C ones because of it kind of looking pretty peacocky-ish. What a terrible word. Didn't work. All right, and then I'm also going to come in with my Wink of Stella. And we're going to color our flowers. And I'm trying to go in around where the yes, Judy, that's the sweet for not for Creativity Now. No, it's not. It's a brand new suite. It's black, white, and gold. And if you're a demonstrator, it's really a good deal as well. So if you live in Canada, you can participate in it. Like I say, I'm taking the pre-registration. Look at that, Wicked Stella. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got this like that. That's using that braided trim. Now, I'll show you some other cards made with that braided trim so that you can see different ways that it can be used. So like I say, I had showed you the one that goes like this. Kind of similar, but a little bit different. It has the Mossy Meadow on there. So it's used as the straight trim as it is. Thank you. Then it's also, I've used it where I've just taken it and torn it all apart like this and put it to the back of this particular one. You can tell I've done lots of cards, and not one, maybe one of these cards. Nope, not one of these cards is used for the class. So there's this one here. Then I did this one. This one was just done and tied in a bow. And then of course I really like this one, how this one turned out when I showed, you know, the garden and glass embossing folder out the back, and then those gold ephemera packs, and then did that. I can't stop coloring the cards that particular way, but that's using that braided trim. So I hope that now you're not intimidated by that braided trim, that braided trim is amazing stuff. Remember, if there's anything that you want and you live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. What else is there? Oh, there's this one here too. Let's see. If you'd like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. Also, if you have any questions at all, please do reach out. Join me on Saturday. I'll be back at 10 o'clock Pacific time, and that's when I do my card sketch. I love doing card sketches. I think they're lots and lots of fun. And I have no idea what I'm going to do. Oh, thanks, Lorraine. And these aren't, like I say, these ones aren't even from the class, the Your Creativity class. It's such an easy suite to work with. All right. Remember to create, because it's great for the soul. See you at 10 o'clock Pacific time on Saturday for my weekly card sketch. And yeah, we will see you. Thanks for joining me. I'm truly honored that you have joined me. Bye for now.